We're here with Randy Truette. He is the EMS Director for Washington County EMS. I'd like to ask you a few questions on how things are going.
Going really good.
How have things changed and what's been happening?
Well, things have changed over the past 2 years. We've been under the Sheriff's Office instead of the Board of County Commissioners, and with that, we've streamlined some things as far as purchasing, maintenance. Sheriff's helped us do a lot of things to help us save money and purchasing trucks. Updated some policies.
How has your crew changed with all the changes going on?
The morale, everything's really up and has been.
That's good.
They've all expressed that they love working under the Sheriff's Office, that, having the one boss to answer to, and, the improved policies, the purchasing, the whole atmosphere, it's a huge family atmosphere with the Sheriff's Office, and that's consistent with the way we've always run it here.
Were there any major changes?
Any major changes? Other than simplifying the purchasing and policy and the maintenance stuff, no real major changes. None for the negative. Everything's been positive.
How many do you have on staff?
Total of 32 people.
And what kind of schedules do they run?
They work 24 on, 48 off.
And that's everybody? Do you have part-timers?
We've got 11 full-time people, and the remaining part of that is part-time people, which we fill slots with them. It saves money, and it also gives me the ability to employ more people. So I'm providing more jobs.
We hear you had a big inspection just recently.
We did. We had an unannounced surprise inspection from the state. They come every 2 years, and we did exemplary on that. Had no deficiencies marked against us. Just received my letter from the bureau chief, and congratulating us on a job well done. Our personnel records, our storage, our trucks, everything was 100% satisfactory to the state.
Is this the first time this has happened, or is this ongoing for you?
This is something that happens every time they come. We've never had a bad inspection.
Do they offer room for improvement, things that they would like to see you do down the road?
If they find anything, they do offer it. The last 2 inspections that we had, they haven't offered any suggestions for improvement. They say that we're doing things well.
Very good. Very good.
Organization of our personnel records and drug storage and things like that exceeds what they would have recommended.
Very good. If you had to say one thing about your employees as a whole, not just one employee, but as a whole, what would you express to them?
If I had to say one thing to them?
About them.
Dedicated. Dedicated to Washington County and Washington County EMS.
Very good. That is fantastic. I love hearing good stories.
Yes.
We've all heard how everyone works very, very hard.
Yes.
I've seen you on the road, not you personally, but one of your trucks.
Yes.
And I'm hoping that we have the opportunity to go out and see what you have to offer and what you have to offer Washington County, and unfortunately the patients you may have to see.
Right. Yeah, I'd be glad to show you a truck and walk you through it.
what do you alone hope to accomplish with EMS? Maybe in the next 2 years? I mean, are you looking to purchase more vehicles?
Over the next 2 years, we're definitely going to acquire some new ambulances, either through grants or doing a lease purchase like we have in the past when grants weren't available. That is, having good vehicles is a goal, and it's a priority. Secondly, I would love to see some type of quick response, at the very least, up to a transport truck on the southern portion of the county
And
to help reduce the response times and better serve people down in that area.
that's a very good idea. I know that people down in the southern end of the county have to wait a couple of extra minutes, and those extra minutes can be a hassle.
It could be very important, yes.
And you will go through the sheriff to hopefully obtain this, or do you have to go through the county?
Well, the sheriff can only do so much. I mean, we've only got just so much money to work with. We get $500,000 from the county, and the other $900 and almost $1 million worth of budget comes from collections, and our collections are at an all-time high, so we really can't do any better in that area. So in order to accomplish this, we would have to, when I say we, I mean myself and the sheriff, have to present it to the board of county commissioners and hopefully convince them to give us more money to staff a truck and put it in this needed area.
Hopefully the county commissioners at that point, when you have things that you know are ready to go, will be accommodating and be able to help all of the residents. I mean, I know you help all the residents now, but I think a quicker response time would be fantastic.
It would be beneficial. I mean, the optimal situation would be a truck on the 79 corridor somewhere south of Vernon, and somewhere south of Wausau. That way people in the Sunny Hills area and even to the east would get a quicker response.
Now you have 2 stations now?
We do have 2 stations, here in Chipley and one in Vernon.
Okay. Okay, hopefully, like I said, when you're ready, the county commission will work with you and see that you have done a fantastic job here. You said that you just recently got a ambulance.
Yes.
By scrimping and saving.
Yes.
How did you manage that?
We actually in the past have applied for grants, and the grant money is limited for the state of Florida. So with that being said, we're not receiving the grants as often as we used to. So we've had to find other ways to purchase vehicles. One of them is a lease purchase, and we acquired one 4.5 years ago on a lease purchase, paid it off, and then last year we did another truck on a lease purchase, and hopefully we'll have it paid off through being very pinch a penny, business minded, saving money. We'll pay this truck off in less time than what the lease is and be able to acquire another one.
Very good. Again, congratulations on your A+.
Thank you.
For your inspection, and obviously this is something that happens quite often with your inspections, and
Yes.
hopefully you'll still get them.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.